Hello, welcome to this video on the structure and bonding in diamond. My year 11s have asked me to make a video on this to help them revise, and I'm going to put a link to an exam paper with a question on this topic so that you can work it through and see that you're getting the general gist. So, first thing to note is that each of these represents a carbon atom. So diamond is made entirely out of carbon atoms. Now this structure, you've got to imagine, goes on in all directions. So each carbon is actually bonded to 1, 2, 3, 4 other carbons. That's really, really important because that's what gives diamond its very, very strong structure. So it's called a tetrahedral structure, and it's got 4 strong covalent bonds. So we've got 4 strong covalent bonds. Now this gives rise to some of carbon's properties. So it means it has a very high melting point because it takes a lot of energy to break all of these bonds to get it to melt. It also means that it is very strong or hard because, once again, in order to break off one of these atoms, it takes a huge amount of energy because you've got to break 4 other bonds in order to get some of these bits to chip off. So it's what makes diamond so hard, and what makes diamond have such a high melting point. So that's its structure linking to some of its properties. Now in terms of the bonding, we have carbon attached to carbon, so we've got 2 non-metals. That means it is a covalent structure. Okay, they are covalent bonds. That means electrons are being shared between the carbons. Now those covalent bonds are very, very strong, as I've already said, and each carbon is held in place by 4 of them, and that gives rise to the properties of diamond.